Hi, my name is Thea Arthur. I am the daughter of Tamala Louise Arthur. I am 21 years old. I was born in Hood River, Oregon. And we are coming to you guys to help us find our grandmother that we have never met. My mother was an amazing and beautiful woman. She had looked her entire life to find out who her real mother was and to see where she came from. And she had so many questions about her medical problems and just she wanted to meet her and know why she gave her up and if there was a good reason and try to build a bond and get closure with her. Um, Ever since I was a child, I knew that my mother had problems with who she was. She had never really She was very distant and she was very angry when we were kids. Um, she actually used to scare us quite a bit with how angry she was. My mother was 46 when she passed away from breast cancer. Um, she had cancer when she was 4. She had lymphatic cancer on her left arm. She went through radiation treatments and um, ended up getting rid of it by the time she was 6. And then when I was 10 years old, we found out my mother had breast cancer. She had surgery and removed her entire left breast um, and had it replaced from muscle from her stomach. Um, I remember that really well. We weren't able to even hug her for about 2 months. It was really hard. Um, and then as we got older, we moved down to Arizona, and which is where we're living now. And about a year or so after we moved down here, we found out she had breast cancer again. And she decided to go through chemo treatments. She realized that she wasn't ready to leave us kids. And she went through chemo for about 2 years. And then I found out I was pregnant. And my mother ended up passing away 3 weeks down to the day, actually, before my daughter was born. And she was comatose for 3 days in the hospital. Um, and she was just so amazing and she was wonderful, and the one thing she really wanted to do was to find her mother, and she was never able to do that before she died. And I personally, I want to know what my medical history is. That way I'm able to tell my daughter when she gets older. I want to know why she gave my mother up for adoption. I want to know. I want to be able to tell her what kind of person she was that she gave up. I want to be able to let her know how beautiful of a person she was, and let her know what she did with her life and how successful she was, and that she had gone to school twice and she had 3 kids and she had 2 grandkids, and that she had gone through so much with all of her cancer and having to live being disabled to an extent. And I wanted to let her know how spiritual she was and how honest and kind-hearted and helping she was. And she would take anyone up off the streets if she could. It means everything to me to be able to find this woman, to be able to know why, and to be able to know what happened. And I want to be able to do this for my mother and get closure for her and closure for us, and let us know why this has happened. When I was a child, I was really mean. I was really scared. I I got into my party days pretty young and stayed with it actually until I found out I was pregnant. Um, and that definitely had a role in it because of the fact my mother was so insecure, as children were as well. And we grew up with massive anger problems because of how my mother was when we were kids. We were grown with it. And the biggest things that I want to tell this woman is that I really wish that she would have been able to be there. And I really wish she would have been able to see my mom and meet my mother and give her that closure. But since she's not, we want to be able to do that. I want to tell her how wonderful my mother was and how beautiful she was and how much of an amazing, honest, kind-hearted person she was. And I think that's actually pretty much it. So I just thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to do this. And that's really all I have to say for the most part. So have a great day. Thanks, guys.